This is really none of our business, but I want to show you that we're not doing badly. In the US, after more mass shootings, where dozens died, their Supreme Court still ruled expanding gun rights. Around the same time, the same Supreme Court banned abortions. Yeah, in one ruling, they showed that they treasure human life. Then in their other, they showed that human life is not that serious. Yeah, the same court. Felt like an iPhone running on Android. Actually, an iPhone running on Android has ever happened. It happened here in Kenya. There's a time they had a president from one party and a deputy president from the opposition. If that ever happened in Uganda, we would experience what they call a screenshot. You know what happens when you press the home key and the volume key, then the phone takes a photo of itself. Eh? Unrelated stuff. That's what would happen. Sorry. Anyway, that contradicting intentions of the US law seem as if to say they will not terminate an unborn baby. They will first give it a chance to grow. Now in the US, you're safest as an embryo. That's the best time of your life. No one can touch you. But if you end up being born, that's on you. Government tried. And the legal age for getting a gun in the US is 18. Yet the one for drinking is 21. So the US government is more worried about you mixing a mean cocktail than shooting your body. When you're 18, the shots that they are concerned are of tequila. Well, I guess we just can't relate because here in Uganda, gun crime, not so much. We're not a country big on, we're not, gun violence. The only time we use guns, mostly it's when stealing cows. And even that one, when government learnt about it, told everyone to bring the guns back. Yeah? Surrender every gun, case closed. We don't want to deal with things we can't control. Then that US shooter that shot up at the school, that wouldn't happen here. It can't. First of all, most of our schools are far. Some schools are so far, you might even get there before the students. You'll be there at the field, on the field with your guns like this. You man, go away from there with your guns. But I really wish we could access guns as it is in the US. Life would be different. People would be paying back people's money easily. You know, you would borrow money, then you ask a person, what do you need as security so that you know that I'm going to pay back? And the person is like, no, just make sure you do. And Ugandans, we like showing off. The people with the latest guns, they would be moving around in traffic on borders like this. Then the girls that usually say, I want a man who makes me feel protected. They will be sorted. Whenever you're vibing a girl, you'll be like, hi. And you would have to count on every girl having a gun because the level of borrowing of girls in this country. Stage 4. Bottom line, would never need guns to solve misunderstandings. That's us. There's so many measures we have before we choose to shoot you. Threats. We have, here, people can ask themselves, do you know me, for like 3 days without getting a clear answer. If you find them like Chadondo parking lot, do you know me? Do you know me? Do you know me? Do you know you're going to know me today? You're going to know that you made a mistake coming here today. You don't know me. You will know. You go back to your car and your wife is like, honey, are you something? Threats. So in threats, okay, sometimes witchcraft. Then the third and the ultimate one, insults, abusing. There we go all out. Actually, we have more people in jail for abusing someone than for shooting someone. The last person that shot someone here, he went to the family, he apologized. We have not heard so much about it since. But the last person that abused someone is in exile. Here, abusing is war crimes. Someone makes one tweet and you just question your whole existence. We call it okusabula. Anyway, after the US banned abortion, so many activist groups have been going around saying it's our bodies. We should have the right to choose whether to have the child or not. And there are several reasons for that. And surely sometimes you find kids in certain conditions and you're like, surely the minimum requirements for having a child shouldn't be ovaries. You can be saying, hey, I have epididymis pro max, I am ready. No, it can't. You know how TV networks say they won't renew a series, when they say this show has been cancelled, like that? In a similar way, some people should be protected from offering us a part 2. Efforts should go hard on contraception. Fighting abortion is treating symptoms. This childbearing thing becoming a right is like going around shouting, I deserve to have money. They ask you why. Your response is, because I have pockets. The most interesting thing about this abortion debate is people who argue using the Bible. Yeah, the Bible said this. The scripture is very clear. The Bible emphasized when you are fornicating, which religion were you? Anyway, my point from both rulings, if you are pro-life, you should be pro-life. It doesn't matter how and when the life is taken. You should be consistent. You should leave that drama for those other things of skin color, where you find someone and you're like, sis, which side are you? Some things require consistency. You can't be a vegetarian smelling barbecue sauce. Now so many people are going around saying the abortion ban is an infringement on women's rights to choose. Well, I don't know what's happening in other countries, but here in Uganda, abortion falls in the docket of men's rights.